Hãy để mỗi lần tắm là một lần chăm sóc cho làn da của bạn với sữa tắm cá ngựa Our Turmeric Perfume Shower Gel, một sản phẩm từ nước Đức, được chiết xuất từ các loài hoa thiên nhiên, nhiều loại vitamin và protein. Sữa tắm cá ngựa không chỉ làm sạch da mà còn dưỡng ẩm, mang lại một làn da mịn màng, căng tràn sức sống. Với hương nước hoa quý phái lưu lại suốt 24 giờ, sản phẩm từ thương hiệu Our Turmeric đã chinh phục hàng triệu người dùng tại châu Âu. Tại Sydney, sản phẩm hiện đang được bán tại siêu thị Nam Phương ở Cabramatta và siêu thị Cycle ở Cali Heights. Để làm đại lý phân phối, xin liên lạc đài VTA qua số 0452 067 535.
Có một loại nước mắm thuần khiết, sinh ra để làm nên sự khác biệt, gói trọn tinh hoa của biển cả, đánh thức hương vị đậm đà thượng hạng, đẳng cấp, sang trọng, là món quà tình thân ý nghĩa để luôn nhắc ta nhớ về cội nguồn. Nước mắm Hoàng gia, tinh hoa đất Việt.
Nước mắm Hoàng gia hiện nay đã có mặt tại tất cả các tiểu bang trên toàn quốc Úc Châu với 3 kích cỡ khác nhau, bao gồm 250ml, 500ml và 750ml. Tại Melbourne, nước mắm Hoàng gia đang được phân phối bởi công ty Oxford Foods và bán lẻ tại các siêu thị và nhà hàng. Mọi chi tiết xin liên lạc anh Tony Bùi 0481 177 996.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sunday show of VTA, Viet TV Australia. And today we are very pleased to welcome a special speaker guest. I would say a very successful second Vietnamese Australian generation, Dr. Victoria Trinh.
Thank you, Ken.
Hi Victoria, how are you?
I'm good, and how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So yeah, welcome, and is that your very first show, right?
Yes, it is.
You're nervous?
A little bit, but very excited.
Very excited, okay. As you may see, Victoria is second Vietnamese Australian in Australia, and she's a very successful dentist, and she's working for 15 Dental in Canley Vale. And yeah, we're very happy to welcome her to the show. And the very first topic, I think that most of people there not know you a lot. So I think the very first question, so when you come to Australia, Victoria?
Yeah. I think first of all, it's an honor to be here. So thank you for the invite. I came to Australia when I was 14 years old.
14 years old?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then where did you live before that?
So I was born in Vietnam
Born in
first,
Vietnam.
and then we moved to New Zealand when I was 8 years old. And then
okay.
moved to Sydney when I was 14.
Yeah, so you left Vietnam at very, very early age.
Yes.
Do you still remember anything about Vietnam at all?
A little bit here and there, but definitely the food.
Okay. Have you ever come back to Vietnam?
I think 2023 we went back once.
Oh,
Yeah.
so only once.
Yeah.
Right. So that, how do you feel then?
I think they do miss it, but most of my family is in Australia or New Zealand. Yeah.
So you went to New Zealand when you were 8,
Yes.
and then came to Sydney
Yes.
when you're 14,
Yes.
like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So also, what made you choose like dental as your study?
Yeah. A interesting story to tell actually. So I would say dentistry chose me
Really?
rather than I chose dentistry.
How come?
When I was younger, I admire my general GP, so our family doctor, Dr. Ha Tran. I wanted to become her one day when I grow up, and I always wanted to do medicine. So
really?
dentistry wasn't in the first.
Not on the list.
No,
Not on the list.
not on the list. And then I think when I was filling the application for Queensland, there was, so medicine took up 3, so there was a few extra slots. So I put in, it's a dental degree, so I just put it in without knowing it's an actual dentistry degree.
Really?
So I thought you do 3 years of this bachelor, and then you do further interview exam to get into the actual dentistry program, but I end up getting that offer, and that offer is the actual dentistry program.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's a fate.
when did you go to high school?
I graduated in 2014.
Okay. 2014.
2014.
And where?
Yeah. Sydney Girls High School.
Sydney Girls High School.
Yeah.
So that's a great school.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
One of the top schools in Sydney.
Yeah. They're very lucky.
But how could you go to that school, Sydney Girl?
I think very, very lucky. I applied and then got an interview and then had the offer for year 12.
Right. Because when you came to Sydney, you're 14, right?
Yes.
You're 14, like that year 10?
Year 10.
Year 10.
Yeah.
So you got an interview and then you were accepted.
So I was at Sefton High School first.
High school
Yeah.
first, yeah.
It's lovely. It's a beautiful school. And then applied for Sydney Girls later and then luckily got the offer.
Yeah. Also, very successful story for your study.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
But now, which uni did you go?
I went to Griffith University in Queensland.
Queensland?
Yeah.
You traveled that far?
Yeah.
In Gold Coast?
Gold Coast.
So you had to leave your family early?
Yeah.
Right. So how was it?
It teaches you gratitude. Don't take things for granted. So I think when we're there, all of us, so not just myself, there's a few people who came from Sydney as well. We became very independent and we take family more grateful. I think at home you might take parents for granted, but there you don't see them as often. So I think we were very grateful once we get to see them.
So did your parents push you study?
No, actually.
like many typical Asian parents.
Yeah. I think luckily no. I think Dad was really, you do whatever you want as long as you're happy.
Very open.
Yeah, very open.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then how many years you spent in uni?
I would say 6 years in total.
6 years in total?
Yeah.
For dentistry?
Yeah. I did 1 year of psychology first before dentistry. Yeah.
Is that part of the study or part of the course or not compulsory?
Not compulsory.
Not compulsory?
Yeah.
That's just your choice?
Yeah.
Because you like study psychology?
Enjoy psychology and my best friends now are clinical psychologists.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so right. That a very long journey.
Yeah.
And also a very successful story about, I would say, Asian background girl who grew up not completely in Australia, but get adapt, very quickly into Australian society, into Australian community also, and now become a very popular dentist.
Oh, thank you.
I saw you very active on Facebook, and you have your own website too.
Yes.
So, what makes you, that mean you want to promote yourself, or you want to send any message to the community, or?
I think both of that. But first will be a thank you to Dr. Joe Wang and Dr. Leonard Faber. So they are my mentors in dentistry. They encouraged me to create my own website. The main reason is just to put a lot of information for before, during and after treatment care. Mainly just for patients after their treatment, they don't know how to look after themselves or they've forgotten. So it's right there. So it's very simple. You can read. So it's easier to understand and be at ease.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So also the Vietnamese community, especially in Canley Vale, Canley High, Scarabata, lucky to have you.
Oh, thank you.
Because you can speak Vietnamese, right?
Yes.
Nói tiếng Việt được không?
Dạ được.
Dạ được. Bạn Trinh mặc dù là qua đây từ cái tuổi còn rất là nhỏ, lúc 8 tuổi phải không?
Dạ đúng rồi.
8 tuổi qua New Zealand, then là 14 tuổi qua Sydney, nhưng mà vẫn nói tiếng Việt được giỏi. Nói tiếng Việt giỏi là so that because of you speak Vietnamese at home?
That as well, and I love Vietnamese entertainment, so drama, movies.
Really?
Yeah.
So did you take any drama, like for your extracurriculum?
I think I did in New Zealand.
Really?
And then just acting on the side at the moment. Yeah.
So you like art?
Yeah.
Performing art?
Yeah.
Can you dance?
Not very good.
But drama?
Drama and singing.
Drama and singing?
Yeah.
You can sing too?
Yeah.
So in English or in Vietnamese?
I would say English.
If you can sing Vietnamese, then I would invite you to join us in our event, our coming event.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. we have some events, some upcoming events to support the I would say the Association of Doctors who normally go to Vietnam to to look after very poor patients over there who, don't have very good medical treatment conditions over there. So that one of our activities to support the communities. Right. Talking about your profession, so right after finished uni, then you work in Gold Coast, or you work in Sydney, or you work elsewhere?
I went back home, so went back to Sydney.
You came back Sydney?
Yeah.
And then working straight away, or you had take any like gap year or any?
Working straight away.
Working straight away for the living, or?
Sorry?
For the living?
Yeah, I can say so.
You have to earn money, you have to make money, right?
Yeah.
Is it expensive to study dentistry in Australia?
I think it can be. But I think the rewards of it outweighs the cost of the degree. Okay. I think if you look at it long term, I think it's worth it in the long term.
Okay, so I'm sorry if I ask you a very personal question, but you pay for yourself, or you borrow money from the government, or you receive support from family?
I think initially we did have help from Dr. Ha Tran actually in my first 3 years. A little bit, because as New Zealanders, we're not eligible for any student loan or anything.
Oh, really?
So my first 3 years, Dr. Ha helped us, and we paid her back. And then my final 2 years, I was eligible for student loans, so we went with student loans.
Okay. Yeah. The reason I asked you because I just want to know what is support from government over there, and also as Asian students, as an Asian background student. Most of Asian background students got support from family too. Yeah. Right. Because so far I've seen this is as per my experience, right? So Asian families look like they're working hard for the children. Yeah. Right. So that's why I asked you that question. Right. Okay. So since you finished uni, it's 14 years, right?
I graduated uni in 2021.
2021? Oh, I forgot. You had to spend 7 years. You had to spend 7 years uni. Okay, so and you graduated in 2021. Yes. So that's like almost 5 years. Yeah. How do you feel?
I think more comfortable now. And I find dentistry as a career is quite rewarding.
Is that stressful?
Definitely.
Definitely.
I think stressful in like your physical as well. So it's like physical, mental, like a lot of energy is spent.
Okay. And do you have any like memorable stories in your profession to share with?
Actually, I do. I've got a few actually. The one recently would be one of my patient. He had like a knock on the tooth, so tooth turned grey, like a grey color. And when he first came to see me, we did treatment, etc. His personality was he was not very open. He doesn't like to talk. A little bit aggressive, but not very not open and friendly at first. But until we finished the treatment, then got him back for a review, like your regular oral health maintenance, like check up and clean. Then he's the 120 to like 180 degrees different person. So he was just very happy, very like vibrant,
confident.
Yeah, and then he told me that he actually quit his old job. During that time he went for a job interview, and then because of the tooth treatment and change color, the look was a lot better. He felt confident. He smiled a lot more, and then he pretty much got the job right away, and he loved the new job, and he's just totally a different person when he came back.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
I think those kind of situations make us feel really rewarded in the career. Okay,
so where did you work at your first place?
We'll be in Mascot Dental Clinic in Cabramatta.
Mascot Dental Clinic?
Yeah.
Is it near the airport, right?
Yes, near the
It's near the airport. So every day you have to travel that far to work there? Yeah. And how many days you work in there?
At the moment, 2 days a week.
2-3 days? And what about the rest of the week?
We'll be at Canley 2-3 days.
Okay, so you work in 15 Dental?
Yes.
In Canleyville?
Yes.
Recently?
Yes.
Okay, just joined the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say Amy is great. Yeah,
she is.
Yeah. She worked with anesthesia.
But the way she cares for patient, you can tell she prioritizes patient quality care, and she look after patients really well. And her knowledge and skill is very extensive.
Yeah, and I've seen the practice also very well equipment too.
It is. I think she has everything.
Yeah, very high standard equipment and technology.
Yes.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Thank you for sharing your your personal story.
Oh, thank you.
Your personal journey.
Thank you.
Yeah, that a long way from Vietnam to New Zealand, and then to Australia.
Yeah.
So during that journey, do you have anything to remember? When we talk about that, then that come to your memory straight away.
I've got something more just to share to inspire like others, especially Year 12 or uni students. There's a few who want to do dentistry or medicine.
Yeah.
I think during my time, there were a few people who say no, don't do dentistry, or like you can say obstacles in the way, etc. But still persevere through. And also had help from people who support me as well. So I think if you're in that situation, focus more on yourself, what you want, and focus on the people who support you, and your dream can come true. So I think for me, it took 6-7 years and became a dentist. Yeah.
Okay, so that's your advice as an alumni.
Yeah. Yeah.
To Year 12 students.
Yeah.
Right, who seeking for dentistry profession in the future.
Yeah, dentistry or medicine.
Oh, or medicine.
Yeah.
Right. So you got a big family?
Small one.
Small one. Is that one child policy? Okay, so do you remember where did you live in Vietnam before departing to New Zealand?
Yeah. Not sure if you know. Do you know Sóc Trăng?
Sóc Trăng.
Yeah, it's
Sóc
a
Trăng, yeah.
6-hour drive from Saigon.
From Saigon to Sóc Trăng.
Yeah.
But now I think it's only 4 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just been there last time, about last month.
Yeah.
Because I heard of there is a very high tech and very, I would say, very modern clinic specializing in treatment in stroke.
Yeah.
In Cần Thơ.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been there to find out why a very remote hospital in Mekong Delta got that high tech equipment, scanning, like brain scanning and like your blood vessel scanning, everything, because they have to have that modern equipment from Germany or from Siemens, to support the doctor and the technician to detect what's going on in our brain, in blood vessels in our brain, which causing strokes.
Yeah.
Right. So I just been there last month, and also that very amazing hospital, treating patient with strokes, and then they got very high technology and very well equipped.
Very valuable.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, I would say. So I would say the Vietnamese people, luckily, especially who live in Mekong Delta, luckily to have that hospital. That was a very world class, very world class. I think they qualify diamond, rank of Siemens. Siemens, the German medical equipment producer.
Yeah.
I think that there are quite some big manufacturer for medical equipment like Siemens and Philips and GE, the General Electric of America.
Yeah.
So the big players there, and so the hospital was invested by Siemens because one of the doctor, the founders of that hospital, met Siemens representatives and give them the situation of south of Vietnam, and he has a very strong business plan, and then Siemens decided to invest into that hospital.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad to hear. That's really
Yeah.
good.
So if you have relatives in Sóc Trăng,
Yeah.
you can recommend them to go to SIS. I think that SIS stands for I think for stroke international services or something.
Yeah.
So SIS in Cần Thơ.
Yeah.
Not very far from Sóc Trăng, your hometown, to Cần Thơ.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Thank you for sharing your story about study, about your profession,
No, thank
and
you.
I'll see you next time to talk more about dentistry.
Yeah. No, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Dr. Victoria.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think I would say Victoria is again one of the very popular stories of the second Vietnamese Australian who's very successful in their profession, and I think this is a very good outcome of the hard working of many Vietnamese parents. And thank you for joining us, and see you next week.